What's up, guys and gals of the movement world? It's Sean Mishka, the Movement Miyagi, coming to you once again on behalf of Football Beyond the Stats and another movement skill short story for 2025's Week 5 NFL season. In today's play between the Tennessee Titans and Arizona Cardinals is maybe going to be the most batshit crazy play that we will see across the entirety of this 2025 NFL season. And at first glance, it may look like circumstance. It may look like everything is happening by happenstance. But I believe that we actually, as football coaching practitioners and support staff, can set up practice activities, problem slices that could unfold in this highly alive, really emergent, unpredictable, and indeterminate type of fashion. And we're going to lean in on that idea here a little bit today with this respective play. Unless you've been living under a rock, you probably have already seen this play, but let's look at it here at full speed. Cam Ward evading defensive end, I think that might be Calais Campbell, throwing a pick after a tip ball. And then all hell breaks loose here. One more time through, because I know that happened really quickly. Again, if you haven't seen this, I'm sure you'll think, what in the world even just happened? If you were actually trying to look at this at the moment, I can imagine being down in Glendale, Arizona, watching this play unfold when your team had the type of lead that it had at this moment. So again, I know that at first glance, it looks like this is all happening by happenstance. But I want to kind of talk about what we might be able to do here. Because I think we leave these types of interactions completely to chance as football practitioners. Now, tip drill into an interception. Again, coaches practice that, but do they practice it in a way that would insinuate that something is going to happen unpredictable before and after? That's something I want you all to think about. When we practice the tip drill, as we have for decades in American football, we typically practice it where one person is running at the ball's tipped up in the air, and the next person running in a line is going to navigate and capture the ball, right? They're going to navigate the space, capture the ball, watch where the tip went, because as they say, the ball is the program, or at least they say that down here down the road. PJ Fleck in the University of Minnesota, right? And I actually do believe that the ball is the program to a certain extent or degree. Maybe not in the same reason that PJ does, but I believe that the ball itself is highly specifying. And when a ball's in the air or a ball's on the ground, it's what I refer to as everyone's business. The players in my learning environment hear me say that really frequently. So we will look to have balls in the air or balls on the ground, and everyone goes to it and through it and around it. Like everyone's behaviors go to, through, and around it, right? Because the ball is what everything revolves around. Whether it's keeping another team from scoring, if you were the Arizona Cardinals in this case, coming down with the ball, in attempting to secure the ball and then do something with the ball to either advance it or hopefully then maintain possession. Or if you're the Tennessee Titans trying to score. So, what could happen here that we might be able to do so this type of thing ends up in our favor rather than the opponent's? I mean, we see the bouncing ball on the ground and then ultimately ending up in in Tyler Lockett's hands here for the Tennessee Titans to close this gap and actually put them in a position to not only score here but to win the game. This bouncing ball on the ground idea is something that I want you all to think about. If you haven't picked up our new book here, and I'm just going to give you the cheap plug, Enhancing Skill in American Football here, myself, Tyler Yearby, Rob Gray. Actually, on page 175 here, you will see an activity in our chapter 6, which is actually titled Bouncing Ball on the Ground. This is a special situation and a special slice that I believe that we could actually train for. And as we say in the book here, the intent of the activity being around facilitating all players, again, offensive and defensive, their attunement and their adaptability around the specifying nature of the ball in the player's unfolding behavioral interactions around a fumble. How can we do this? I think we should always implore players themselves to be oriented around what the ball is doing, how the ball is bouncing. The ball is not shaped like a basketball. It will take awkward, weird, unpredictable bounces in all directions and in all ways. And I think we want to really attune players' perceptual connection to that ball, not only when it's in the air and it's shooting off people's hands, but when it's on the ground and it's shooting all over the place and there's other bodies converging to and around the ball. We can do this really easily, and we can have someone simulate the turnover action, whether it's throwing the ball to the opponent, and we would actually try to facilitate that, or it's actually putting the ball on the ground, and everyone must be ready at the drop of a hat in a moment's notice to go on the offensive around the ball. Because the ball, as I say here, guys and gals, is everyone's business. It's not just Tyler Lockett's business. It's not just one or two Arizona Cardinals. It's all 11 on both sides of this fumble coin. And I think it's here that we can continue to facilitate these types of interactions so we don't leave it to circumstance, but instead what we do is we have the players attuned and adaptable around what the ball may or may not do. So for another movement skills short story, this is Sean Mishka, Football Beyond the Stats. I'm the Movement Miyagi. I will talk to you guys next time. There's going to be another one coming here for week 5. I hope you're enjoying these movement skills short stories and you continue to come along for the ride.